The day dawn's not so fair. We're just starting out. It's well, what, 10 to 10, bit of a later start today because the walk isn't so long, but we have got a lot of rain around. Just had a shower. We had a lovely breakfast this morning. Yeah, there's the house we're leaving. It's a 12-mile walk. Unfortunately, we've got another mile and a half and that to get to the path, because this place is a mile and a half away from it. We were hoping for a lift in, but they made a point of saying we were going to walk, so that's the only criticism I got of the place, is, you know, being so far from the track, usually people offer lifts in, and the room was like an oven, but I managed to escape that because Bud was snoring so much I couldn't sleep, and I nipped along the corridor, found another empty room and crashed there. So I had quite a comfortable night, really. This isn't obviously now part of the official path. This is a drive and the path and the road all the way up back to the pub, the Downing Arms, where we'll pick up the Offas Dyke path then. So bit of extra walking today. Take it up to about 14 miles. So I expect to get in Prestatyn maybe, I don't know, half four, in the rain probably. Whew, we just had an immediate climb up a hill called Mulgare Hill. Official start of today's walk, which is right in front of the Downing Arms pub. We climbed up from there, and again you can't really appreciate this again. In a very short space of time, less than 10-minute climb and we're up here. We've got to go on through there. Joe is skirt around the rest of this hill. There are some more climbs ahead. I remember reading about them in the books. You'll be happy to know. Oh man, this first hour has been all about the climb. It's certainly a hearty introduction to a day's walking. Constant uphill, usually over fields, sometimes over lanes and paths like this. Downhill bit here, but God knows how deceptive that might prove to be as it goes uphill again around the corner. What did I tell you? Snakes back uphill. Pretty soon we've got to be at the top of this thing. Still bloody climbing. More immediately to us, like what it's over there. That's our destination there. Definitely we've worked that out now. We're on Mole Main F, yet another hill that we've come down from that way. You say it's the A55 down there, Bud, isn't it? Yeah. Have we got any more hills after this?
I'm not saying a word. They're probably building sand hills on the beach just for us to go over.
Let's say there isn't any more anyway. Looks like we're going to be done soon.
Yeah, way over.
Deceptive, isn't it? So it's still a fair way.
I mean, they said it was a pub halfway and we ended up
Yeah.
probably down here.
I know I say it every time, but I might have actually have a cold, refreshing non-alcoholic cold drink at the pub.
I'm not having a drink, no way. He'll be overtaking us if we do.
We're referring to a guy we met on day one, I think it was, and we just seen him again about half a mile back there, sat at the side of the road, and he's looking all done in.
He come off at that mole after.
Yeah.
We've been thrown up for 2 days. See?
Spec done in, didn't he?
See?
Yeah. That's the guy we're talking about. I'm off again, filming people's misery and suffering. I'll stop. Going down this lane, there's the friend we picked up on the way, that we saw a few days ago. The one that's really not very well. You know, with the end in sight, with Prestatyn there, you know, you think it's a matter of a road and a few more fields. No, that hill there is called Coedcom, and they've decided they're going to take us up that. The forest you can see we go in front of, so in effect we climb up at an angle at the side that you can see now, and then we go round the back of it and down before we go into Prestatyn. They just had to get that last hill in. Splendid. Oh, been all about the animals this walk, seen all sorts. About the only thing we've seen I didn't film was on about day 2 or 3, a load of puppies came up to me in a farm. And this goat's just eating its way through a tree. Eat your son. Yeah, exactly. Going down before we go up to the hill, which I think I called Coedcom, but of course it's pronounced Coedcom. We've lost our friend the sick walker again. He had to sit down. I think showing him in the book the last hill we had to climb was too much for him. Joe said it broke him. That's where we stopped. I reckon it's about halfway through the day's walk with the guys this morning in Bodfari. We just come from where the goat was, and Smithy Arms looks like he's going to offer us a drink and a break. I think I'm going to go for a non-alcoholic. And come 1 3/4 miles away, that's the mountain or the hill we've got to climb. On Coedcom now. Soon after we started, after the pub where Bod and I had sandwiches, it was a steep climb. I'll tell you, the last 3 days of this walk are no picnic. It's a series of climbs, and I nearly brought those sandwiches back up on the way up here. I mean, look how quickly we gained height. You know, we only left the pub about 10 minutes ago. There's the A55 we crossed my bridge earlier. We're on Coedcom now. I think we traversed as high as we're going to go, and maybe we go around the flank of it now. There might be a few more ups and downs, but I think we've done the main part of the climb. But, geez Louise, that wasn't easy. Hard to see where direction we came from over the last few days now, but I'm thinking it's over that way. Beyond those distant hills. Way beyond, actually. Consider it, was it 90 miles we would have covered, all in all? You know, 75, 80, something like that, because we did the night into Brompton as a separate day. But, the pulse is finally slowing down now. I'm able to go on. Yeah, I was right, it climbed a little further after the last stretch. Might be leveling out now. Very much a gorse hillside, as you can see. That's where they go off. I'll follow along in a minute. Oh, down there is a bridge we crossed earlier when we crossed the A55. When we came off the last hill, which was that one. Now on there. We walked across that, we did. On the way down to the pub. Which, I hasten to add, we all had soft drinks, lemonade and cokes. We wanted that, didn't we? Certainly didn't fancy alcohol while we're walking such terrain as this. It's not wise. It's cloudy, but not cool. In fact, sometimes it's oppressive. Perhaps because of the exertion that we're undergoing. But we had a brief shower this morning when we started off, but there's been no rain since. Just threatening cloud. We've been lucky this week. Most of the rain we've had has been at night. A couple of showery days we've had have stopped after a while. You know, we were expecting to really get drowned out this week walking, but we've managed to dodge it. Been lucky again. Seem to have done the worst of the climbing on this hill now. This road's taking us round it. Yeah, famous last words. We seem to be taken around it and we'll be dropped off the back of it now. So it's a long leafy lane at the moment. A lot easier than it was 20 minutes ago. We looked at the map and looked at my book while we're having lunch. There are several small climbs to go before the end. No more big hills, but several climbs. Not surprised. We can see the sea over there. Oh, I stopped so I can zoom in.
Oh, the windmill.
We're getting closer. And oh yeah. There's this lane's going down, so that means only one thing, as you know.
Yeah, we're up again.
We're going up later. But oh yeah, there's the
wind farm.
I can zoom in on it. Where did you say they were, you reckon? Runcorn?
No, Liverpool Bay though.
Liverpool Bay.
What's that?
Yeah.
Runcorn's right round on the Mersey.
Oh, on the Mersey. Tree line in the background was the lane we came down. We just crossed that field of weeds and Joe in. At some point, I'm going to go down and keep over. Just stopped for a bit of a drink. We're about 2 miles further on from the road after the pub. From over the fields, we brought up a little gully, a little alleyway out over this wall here. Little hamlet, but we're leaving again and going to the fields again. So a bit of a refreshment. There's Joe. Looks like up and over it goes again then. The first real view of the coast and the sea. We don't do that one. We don't do that hill.
Go!
I've had enough of this. one. We bypassed one that got away. Didn't have to go over that. Instead we've gone down through a farmstead and over this field, closer to Prestatyn, through a cropped field. There can't be much further to go now. We've approached and passing. We're actually in Prestatyn now, that's so the sign said. It's an old disused mill.
This is where the water's come down.
Yeah.
The boats are still in.
Yeah. And how long it's been since that, isn't it?
That's the vandals are around there.
I would have thought. That's the Bodfari way. Oh. Yeah, it's that way. Down here. So we've entered Prestatyn, or the outer limits of it. Kind of walkers, we seem to join some more going up again through fields. Rain showers around us. We came from over there. There's a ruined farm or farmhouses that we passed through coming down that hill. Plum fields and up here. Over that stile there, and through the field, go along the hedge. Fooled ourselves. We've been calling that Prestatyn for hours on video, but on our map, Prestatyn is on the map. It's actually, in fact, is Prestatyn. Over there is real. The end really is inside there. What? The actual end? Yeah. Ah, so we got down there. Right. Those rooms down there, this is the one on the right. Oh, let's just say that. The official finishing point. Where the stone is, I suppose. If there is one, is there one?
I would think there's something.
Yeah. So that mile's done. Whew. Right to the very end. It's giving us hills, look, we've just had to come up that incline. Now we're going across here. So close now, that's Prestatyn. We'll soon be there. It's quite a drop down there, isn't it? Uh, 13 days walking, 177 miles. In my case, on a lot of elastoplast. And finally coming to the end. Oh dear, look at what it's doing. This is the very end of the walk. We can see the end point, but it decides to take us up one more scramble climb. Look at this. I do love this walk. That's where we've come from, but if anything, we're even higher at the moment. End in sight is there. I zoomed in before, do it again. That's the building, we think, or that one behind. You can see it, just taking our time getting to it. Reckon we're on the home straight now. That was that last hill that ridiculously went upwards and toyed with us and then brought us down finally. That was really hard, that trek. It brought us down onto this road. We're going on down here, and I reckon this has got to be the final street leading up to the end. I might turn off now and just to do a last bit of recording for the final few steps of the walk. Busy part of the town's behind us now. You can see it there. We've walked through it. You can see that last field we had to do. We think now that this is the end. There should be an official point with an going 6 or something. Hang on. I'll do that as well. And it looks like there's a little group of rocks. Might signify the end of Is that it? I only go by what the book says. There you go. Chepstow.
Sorry, but if you'd have told me it was 182 miles, I wouldn't have agreed.
You wouldn't have done it. Yeah. A 5 mile discrepancy. I want my 5 miles back.
Ready by leg.
Yeah. Oh, you can keep them.
Oh.
Yeah. Chepstow, where we started a long time ago. 182 miles. There's the pack. Victory pack. This marks the start and the finish of 168, that says there, miles of long distance footpath designated by the Yeah.
So stay 168.
168.
They've had enough.
I can't agree with that. It's just another lump of rock. It's got like the council concrete one at Chepstow. The one at Chepstow though apparently is the conglomerate. His name is Pudding Stone. He wasn't that great. We're there, I think we've finished the first one in the city. Really, it seems the end of it is by a leisure club and leisure park. I don't know what these hot food takeaway place. No, it's Arabic beach. My Sedbury Cliff rock, Chepstow rock, I didn't bring all the way to the end. Traditionally I tend to put it at the highest point near the end, which is carved on the tip. Went the whole distance with me and spent a year on my bathroom shelf in between. Go and touch the sea, as tradition denotes. Joe's gone off to the toilet. Went off to find a toilet, he's now actually got through. Go on then. We touched it. There. Official. Right, this is us in the room. Not really as bad as we feared it might be from the outside. We thought we were going to have another check, but I'd describe it best really. Basic, but it's okay. It's clean. Somewhere we're going to sleep tonight. The only thing's a bit dubious is the strange chair. Bod's got his own room tonight. There's our bathroom.
And he's walked. He was
Excellent.
He's walked the last 2 days with a stomach.
I ain't going to go all the way downstairs, it's just another pub bar, seen enough of those. But this is the Halcyon Crest Hotel. It's not as comfortable and homely as some places have been, but it's okay. This is our resting place tonight, then it's home tomorrow. I'm glad it's waited to the end of the walk, but my right shoulder, it's been hurting on and off from where the strap is on the rucksack, but it's agony at the moment, really painful. I'm glad it's happened now, not while I was actually doing the walk. I'll probably use till I get home. But yeah. We've done it. End of the Offas Dyke walk.